a series here on my YouTube channel where we break down different steps in line dancing completely, talking about what is the footwork, if it turns, how do you make it turn, what are the counts for those steps, and what are some variations that you may see happen at the end of it in different dances that you may want to learn, without the worry of learning an entire dance when you're just trying to figure out how to make your body do that step. Today we're going to talk about Monterey turns. So what is a Monterey turn? Monterey turn consists of 4 steps with alternating points and step togethers. Montereys can turn either to the right or the left. The footwork will be the same no matter which direction you are turning. You'll just be starting on a different foot and using different feet, but that main footwork will be the same. Now, Montereys can also turn a variety of distances. Most frequently, you're going to see a Monterey turn either a quarter or a half. That is kind of the most popular ways to make a Monterey turn. Sometimes in some of the harder level dances, such as intermediate and advanced, you may see it turn a 3/4 or a full turn coming all the way back to the wall that you started at. So now let's turn around and talk about what is the basic footwork of a Monterey. We are going to do it without turning to start so that you know how to do your feet. So remember, Montereys can turn to the right or the left. So first we're going to start with our weight on our left foot. We're going to pretend that we're turning to the right. So you're going to point that right toe to the right side. Now, what helps a Monterey feel better and more smoother is if instead of keeping your whole body squared up to the wall that you are facing, you're going to slightly angle your body opposite of the foot that you're pointing. So right now we're pointing our right toe. We're going to slightly angle that body to the left. You're going to twist with your hips and your whole core slightly to that left. Now, we're going to step our right foot next to our left. And as you step with your right foot, you're bringing your body back to where it was and stepping that right foot next to your left, taking weight onto your right foot. You're now going to point your left toe to the left side and step your left next to your right, completely taking weight onto that left foot. The same thing would happen as if we were turning to the left. So if we are turning to the left, your weight's on your right foot. You're pointing your left toe to the left side. We're still going to open our body opposite of the foot that we're pointing in. So we're pointing our left. We're going to open our whole body to the right. And then you're going to bring that left foot in and next to your right, bringing your body back to the center. And then point your right toe to the right side and step your right next to your left. So now let's make it turn. We're going to practice turning both ways, a quarter turn or one wall to either side. We're going to start by turning to the right. A Monterey quarter turn to the right is the most popular way that you are going to see it, but sometimes it may turn to the left. So weight's on your left foot. You're pointing that right toe to the right side, opening your body to the left. We're going to turn on the ball of our left foot over our right shoulder. And as you turn on the ball of your left foot, that right foot is going to come in and next to your left, taking weight all the way onto that right foot. You're now facing the side wall. You're going to point your left toe to the left side and step your left next to your right. So let's try it a little bit quicker and then we'll try it to the left. Weight's on that right foot. You're pointing and opening your body to the left. So it's point and then your turn, step together, point, step together. So now let's make it turn to the left. Weight's going to be on your right foot. We're going to point to the left, open our body to the right. You're going to turn on the ball of your right foot over your left shoulder, bringing that left foot in and next to your right. Weight's now all the way onto that left foot. You point your right toe to the right side and step that right foot next to your left, making sure that weight is all the way onto that right foot. So the basic footwork is the same. It's just different feet. Now, we made it turn a quarter. We made on each side. Now, what are the counts for a Monterey, right? Before we turn all of the extra distances, let's talk about what the counts are. Most frequently, you're going to see a Monterey be 1, 2, 3, 4, or whole counts. Especially in beginner dances, you will see it be whole counts. So what that means is every touch and step is a count. So you're pointing that right toe to the right side for 1. You're going to turn and bring your right foot in and next to your left for 2. You're going to point your left toe to the left side for 3, and you're going to step that left foot next to your right for 4. So each step has its own count. Sometimes you will see Monterey turns syncopated, which means your steps are going to be and counts, or they're going to be slightly quicker than your points. So if we were doing it syncopated, your point would be 1. Your turn and step together is going to be and. Your point will be 2 and your step together will be and. So let's try that a little bit quicker doing your point. So it would be 1 and 2 and. That's going to feel a lot like when we do steps like kickball changes or shuffles, where those other steps in between the two solid steps feel a little bit faster. So now, how do we make it turn more than just a quarter? The footwork is going to remain the same, just the amount of pivoting on the ball of your foot is going to change depending on the distance that you travel. So we did a quarter, so let's talk about a half. When we turn a half, you're going to turn to the wall where your back is currently facing. You're still going to turn on that second step, and your right foot is still going to come into that left foot to help with your turn. So we're pointing our right toe to the right side, angling your body to the left. This angle is going to help when you start traveling further distances than just a quarter. Once we start making that half, 3/4, or a full, this slight twist of your upper body is really going to help you get momentum to allow yourself to get all the way around. So weights on your left foot, we just pointed and twisted. We're turning over our right shoulder. You're going to turn on the ball of your left foot, bringing that right foot in and next to your left. We're now facing the back wall, or 6 o'clock, and then you're going to point your left toe to the left side and step your left next to your right. The same thing will happen when you make a 3/4 turn, which means we are turning over our right shoulder all the way around to the wall that our left shoulder is facing. So weight is on that right foot. You're pointing your left toe to the left side, using this slight twist of your upper body. You're coming all the way around over your right shoulder, turning on the ball of your left foot, bringing that right foot in and next to your left. Point your left toe to the left side and step together. The same thing is going to happen when you make a full turn. That means you're turning all the way around on the ball of your left foot. So our left foot has our weight, pointing our right toe to the right side, opening our body to the left. You're going to use your momentum of this twist to come all the way around on the ball of your left foot and bringing that right foot in and next to your left. Point your left toe to the left side and step together. That footwork and distance is going to be exactly the same whether you're traveling to the left or the right. So now let's talk about some variations that you may see happening at the end of a Monterey turn. Typically, if there is some sort of variation, it's going to happen either for the last step or the second to last step, or the second to last step and that last step. So either 3 and 4, or just 3, or just 4 is where that change is going to happen. Typically, in beginner level dances, the variation that you may see is going to happen on that 4th step of a Monterey turn. What the variations usually look like is some sort of touch, or you may do a hitch, you may do a little bit of a kick, or you may cross over, are usually variations that you will see happening at the end of a Monterey. Now, once you start getting into some higher level dances, improver, intermediate, advanced, you may see them change the 3rd and 4th step of a Monterey turn. A lot of times it will be some sort of rock with a recover and either a step together, a step across, or any of those other variations that we talked about, changing that last step. So sometimes you will see them do their Monterey and they're going to just do a rock, recover, step together. So they're just adding a little bit extra onto that. Instead of pointing, they're doing a rock, recover, step together. Sometimes you will see them do rock, recover, cross, and this may go into another step like a crossing shuffle. Usually that will happen in higher level dances. So you're doing your rock and recover, step together, or your rock, recover, cross, and continue on with another step into a weave or into a crossing shuffle. All of those could come at the end, depending on the dance that you're really interested in learning. But the basic turn footwork of turning on that 2nd step of your Monterey turn will pretty much stay the same, no matter what the ending or distance is going to look like. So now that you've learned exactly what is a Monterey and how I do it, you can go out and practice some dances that you may be working on that have Monterey turns in them, and you can go out and rock it on a dance floor near you. I hope this helped you learn Monterey turns. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks, guys.